Okay, if you look straight ahead there, you'll see a couple of ears sticking up. I'll make it a little bit bigger. See that? The hippo stuff. There's one there. I'm sure there's more. Oh, there are more. There's some over by the reeds over there, right? So there are more over there as well. But there. This is where we saw those ones fighting yesterday. But you can see him, but he's not. He's only got a little bit of his head in the water. Oh yeah. So there's quite a few in here, but they're just underwater. They're not really interacting with each other either. So. There's more over there, but they've gone under as we came along. There's one still up, but most of them, there they are. Not very curious today, are they? Oh, there they are. Bigger ones over there. Watch them for a little while. Those pictures I took yesterday of them fighting are brilliant.
Yeah.
Look at that. There they are. Coming out to breathe. You can hear the...
So they take about 5 to 6 minutes under the water without breathing.
Right. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Why? Because the hippo, they change their heartbeat.
Ah,
From
okay.
60 to 20 beats per minute. That's why they take that long under the water.
Yep. It's like a whale. Well, that's an interesting noise. It's terrifying when you're camping on the edge of the... And those, you hear that in the night when they're walking around your tent. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
We're thinking you're going to get trampled to death. Or if they're chasing you down the river trying to eat your canoe. Big one there. They're all big.
Yeah, they're big.
I'm just going to put you on pause again until we see something else. This guy down here, this little bird here, he's called an umbrella bird. See what he's doing? He goes down, he finds some fish in the water and he spreads his wings out like an umbrella to kind of trap them while he catches them. But he's incredibly cute, this guy. Look, there he goes. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. He's caught something too. He caught a fish, yeah.
Oh.
How good's that?
Oh. Nice.
I'm going to put this on pause again so I can take a photo.
Good.
Look at that. Now, I am a fucking genius. I've seen 5 of these, but I've never spotted one. Look at it. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my God. You just don't see that every day. I didn't think we'd see one at all because it's really thick forest here at the moment. But look at that, eh? Can you tell the sex? Male or female? Be a hard line like that.
Hard. All the same, even the color the same, even the body size.
But look at that, guys.
Let's see, check the genitals.
So rare to see a leopard anywhere.
To see the leopard, you are very lucky.
Especially here, they're not habituated here, are they?
They're there, but the chances are...
In South Luangwa, they're quite habituated, so you do tend to see them regularly, but...
It was bad by those days, but now under control.
Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he just beautiful? First one I've ever actually found myself, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that. Well, that was pretty awesome. My guide says he hasn't seen a leopard for about a year, so for us to pick one out just sitting there in plain view is pretty awesome. I've been looking every day, but it's very, very hard to see them, so it's not very often you have one sitting on a tree just in a pure plain view. But we've just been tracking him all the way along the edge of the beach, and he's gone now. It's a male, so Anyway, that was great. So who knows what we'll see next? Hopefully wild dogs, but chances aren't great. Now there, you can see some hippos out of the water, and they're much more frightening when you see them out of the water, especially when they're jumping off a riverbank onto the back of your boat. They are huge. Look at them. Sometimes when you're looking out from a distance, you confuse them with elephants, because well, they're not nowhere near as big, but from a distance they look pretty huge as well.
The one on the left side, that's a male.
Right.
The female.
So we've got a pair.
Yeah.
It's unusual, isn't it? Normally you got a pod, right?
Yeah, it depends.
Mating season.
Mm.
So if you heard that, the one on the left is a male and the one entering the water is a female. But they're just huge. Hippos are everywhere here. It's not like seeing a leopard, but they're awesome to see out of the water, and you don't often see them out of the water in other parts of Africa because they come out at night to feed, but here there's a lot of competition, so they're grazing all the time. Yeah, awesome. Probably a few crocs around here too. You see them every day, so I'm sure there's some. Anyway, so they've submerged now, so there's nothing else to see for the moment. Look at this kingfisher looking for, he's about to dive straight in the water. There he goes. Pretty cool. A crocodile there. So these are Nile crocs. They get up to 5 or 6 meters long. I can just see him. He's gone now. Okay, just down in front of me, a water buffalo. So there's a big five of African wildlife, and the water buffalo and the leopard are two of them, which we've seen this morning. Yesterday we saw the elephant and the lion, which are the other two. It's very rare to see all five because the rhino isn't found in very many places anymore, and where it is, you may not find the others. So I've been to maybe one park where they have all five, maybe two parks, but I didn't see them all at once because the leopard is so hard to see at any time. I think maybe I've seen 4 at any given time. But if there are rhino, they tend to hide them as well, and they don't tell you how many there are because people poach them. How bad is poaching here, mate? Is it bad?
Nowadays it's under the control. It used to be bad because these guys from the other countries are just
coming across the river.
Yeah, now the government have introduced more camps in the park.
Yep.
The park rangers.
Yep.
So now the chances are very slim.
So that's good news. It's good news for Botswana. It's good news for the animals. But look at those buffalo. Males?
Yeah, these are all males.
Generally you have a herd, and this is the same with most of those herbivores. You have a herd with one male, and the rest of the males in this park I've seen like about maybe a couple of hundred impala males, right?
Yeah.
By themselves, because they can't mate unless they have to take on the lead male, right, to win the women or win the females. Same with these guys. So you'll find these guys all over the place. They're like 1 or 2 together, mainly for protection. But so that herd of impala down there is not a male group. You can see mostly females because they have no horns. You can see these guys. These are females, right? They have no horns. The back there, this guy is a young male. He's allowed to stay until he starts getting amorous, and then he'll get moved on. But you can see there's some of these, that one there, he's a very young male. He's got little horns. Horns? Antlers? Horns? What's the term? What do you call these?
Yeah, there's a horns.
Horns, yeah. There you go, he's a little male. They're really quite sweet looking things, but look at him. That's a male again, but look at these little ones. Just pretty little animals. And as I said, there's so many of them. There you go. That's a baby.
So you've seen here the baby here with the scars. It seems that's a boy.
Okay.
So it seems the father was chasing him out.
Yeah.
So the mother decided to
Right. Go with him.
to go with him.
So that's the baby and that's the mother, and it looks like the...
At the age of 5 to 9 months.
Yeah.
So that baby should be able to feed himself.
Yeah.
To start to graze. Then the mother will leave them with the other boys.
Yeah.
Then the mother goes and join the head of the group.
Yeah. Very interesting.